n'ihi na onye na oke mmadụ mana tupu nke a na-abịa ya mara gị chefuru ya bụ aka na-akwụ ụgbọ obodo Abịa bụ Dr. Okezi Ikpeazụ ha nọ ya bụ achụmnta vootu n'obi ngwa na nke a mmadụ ga n'obi ya gị kele ndị ụlọ ekele nke a were chọmnta vootu nke a wee kele ndị ụlọ ekele nke bụ eziokwu na dịka anyị na-aga n'iru a ga na-ewetara gị dịka ọ na-akụ n'ebe anwa dịka na ha aṅa ntị otu PDP nọ na obi ngwa taa mana otu ọbụla si na-adị asa ahụ ihe karịa obi ere ọba mana a ga-elele anya ma ga-ere ọba a dịka anyị na-aga n'iru ịmara Chief Onyenwakụ ọ nọ nso nna nnukwu Dr. Ike Onyenwakụ ndewo ka m ekwetisi ekwu mgbe ụfọdụ ndewo.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you once again to your award-winning program, your award-winning station, Flow 94.9. I want to thank you very much for keeping faith with us as we've been doing. Today is what I call special day, in the sense that the legally authorized person to pass information to the whole world, to the whole audience in this state is here live and trying to bless Kota sign. People call him digital commissioner. He is everywhere. He works till very late in the night, very early in the morning. He comes to work and everywhere. In social media, he's a guru. In print media, he's a guru. He's in electronic media. You see him coming over there. Backed with another wonderful orator that has been on the saddle of this politics for everywhere. And for these two heavyweights to be here today, I wonder if Flow FM will not fall.
ọ gaghị eda ndị na-ekwu okwu ya bụ agalaba ji Flow FM ị gara igwe onye ka ịzụ aga ịkpa igwe onye sa gị tụ ụtụberi ọ dịrala mma.
This is a double barrel. Let me give you the opportunity. Propropro, thank you for keeping faith with us. Formally welcome our guests.
Ndewo na-egbugo oge a na-enwere ya bụ kọmishọna ahụ maka ya gbasara mgbasa ozi n'obodo Abịa onye ji jee oke mara John Oke Kalụ na nyekwu ndewo.
No, my brother, Propropro.
Ihe na-atọ mụta ebe no ele iji asọ igbere la bereba la ndị ogbo lili represent well.
Abụ m onye abịrịba mbụ mmemme ụwa ma abụrụ onye isi ala ngwa
mba hafụ atam gigeba agaleba echi gara aga mmiri ọdị akpaghịla ọdọ
ahụrịla ọha dị ma ezu ka dị ife mụ na wada akpa kwụsị mbụ onye abịrịba ọ bụla ịchọ ka m sụ Igbo mara ụmụ ha sokwu abịrịba
mba hapụ enwe m egwu ndị abịrịba m ga-etiri gị mgbe oge ya
nsogbu
abịrịba mmadụ
wuru ọkara ole abịrịba mmadụ ebe ọ dị ike
ndewo nke bụ eziokwu na enwere nwoke ma ọ bụla imere ya imetụghala ya ihe ụbọchị ọ ga-emegwara ya eme ngo ohiri ndị anyị nwere nanya okwu kesịrị megwara nanya okwu ama ibere imegwara taa
nwanne nwoke ma mma ogwe ka m okwu onye Ụmụahịa
ama m ndị ọhụrụ
nne m Ụmụahịa nna m Ụmụahịa nne m Ụmụahịa nna m Ụmụahịa aga m edo elekshọn masị m awụ onye abịrịba ahụ onye ọbụla n'afọ nke ahụ ogbuole m
Biko, nke Propropro, you need them today. They will be driving you from left to right. Let me thank you. Let me thank all of you. Welcome you. Let us go straight to the business of the day. Honorable Commissioner, I thank you for making our time. I know it's been very, very hectic. You're supposed to be in right now, including my brother Megwara, including myself, but we are sacrificing this time to enlighten our people what has been happening and what is to happen.
Okay.
And in less than 2 days now, the election presidential will come up. How do you look at it generally?
Thank you very much, my boss, Dr. Ike Onyenwakụ, PhD, I should add, because when I say doctor, you know, even those who bought their own will say we want to be called doctors. Your own is PhD. So I have the right to call you Dr. Ike Onyenwakụ. And if I call you Mr. Ike Onyenwakụ, I'm sure they will flog me.
Please, if you need, there are some people who I can introduce you to about 25,000 naira
If that's my problem. As my others are reading their own, and you want me to buy my own, and people say that I am Dr. John Okikalu. Instead, I will be answering Mazi John Okikalu. Oh, yeah, but the main one.
Oh, yeah, we're
Mablo Mazi.
What of Dr. Prosper?
Also, yes. I'll go tell you.
Okay.
Ma commissioner of Land Academy with Ragia. I won't gather as I won't get it.
Oh, PhD mko. If I'm go masters, mgo MBA. But on PhD akalam, happily Dr. Ikonya wak. Happily Governor Kezipa. Wak no lankem. And my squad one.
Maybe when that wish later.
Honest. I want to thank you very much for hosting me today. I am excited because it is Kota Sign.
Yes.
One of my favorite programs on radio. I like the pattern that this program is running on. The humor and then the seriousness combined with the presentation of facts about Abia issues. So I'm happy to be here today.
We are humble.
And I hope that in the next about a week from now, I should be back here again.
Yeah, definitely.
At least to thank Abians for voting for Atiku Obi. Having said that, this is a generation-defining election. The election that will hold on February 16. I say that because we have all seen, we all feel, the atmosphere in this country. In 2015, we were worried that dollar was at about 196 naira.
Yeah.
Today is at 360 something.
364, 365.
Now, we were promised that one party will come to power and make $1 1 naira. That has not happened. Fuel at that time was still at about 87 naira, if I'm right. Today, we happily and unhappily buy fuel at
142, 145.
140, 142, and so on.
With a threat that it could go up.
And of course. So if you look at where we were in 2015 and then where we are right now, you will see that rather than making progress, we have retrogressed as a country on all counts. Whether you are looking at security, Boko Haram has become more audacious, more brazen. A lot of people are dying in the hands of murderous herdsmen, insecurity in the north. Aside from states like Abia, where the governor deliberately worked to contain insecurity and engender relative security, because I don't talk in terms of absolute security. I know it's a relative thing because you will still have somebody who will pickpocket and so on and so forth. Yes. So beyond states like Abia, led by a visionary governor, you will see that nationally, the story of security is a sad one.
Okay.
Because there appears to have been a total loss of capacity, direction 15. They campaign on 1, security, 2, economic prosperity, and I don't know. As we go to the polls on Saturday, I will only ask people, if you have prospered between 2015 and now, then you know what to do. But if you have not, then like I said, this is a generation-defining election.
Okay.
We have a very important person, PDP ticket. Our brother, Mr. PDP Okutendibo. Anybody who understands Okutendibo as a person, who knows what he has done as governor, who understands his word philosophy and capacity when it comes to economic management, we know that if you have Okutendibo, whether as the president or vice president, Nigeria will prosper.
Okay.
So I am assuring our people that the PDP ticket remains our best option to define prosperity for the next generation. Everyone must come out to vote for PDP. Down the line, we have 3 experienced senators. This country is Senator Mao Huabonwa. And then you have the father of equity in Abia State, Papuku himself, the man who speaks and the rest of the National Assembly will stop and listen. They are on the ballot. We should all decide whether we want to move forward or move backward. But if we have decided to move backward, I need to remind our people that the language of communication at the National Assembly is English language. And that what they go there to do is to make law. There are no shrines at the National Assembly. So if somebody is hearing Hello Chamber and the rest of it, please note that it is not a shrine. It is the Hello Chambers where people present facts in English language. So you must send out your best hands. The seat previously occupied by Senator Uche Chukwumerije is an important seat to us. Ensure that Senator Mao Huabonwa is returned back, because he's been representing that particular constituency, which is my own constituency, very well. The same way Papuku has been representing Abia Central. In fact, a lot of our people don't seem to know that the law that was proposed by Papuku on making Abia State Polytechnic a federal university has passed through the full legislative process and is awaiting assent by the president of Nigeria. If not for any other thing, that is enough to re-elect Papuku. And then you should also note that a National Assembly without Marandibo, Senator Ina Abaribe, is not a National Assembly. You don't bring people, the Quadra Bank, you don't bring them to the National Assembly, because I see that there are two candidates in this election, Quadra Bank. The man contested, one of those contesting against Maya, Quadra Bank. I don't want to name Holman Bank, but Quadra Bank. And the other man is a triist. He wants to gamble to see whether it will work. And then there is this other, at Abia Central, there is this cosmetologist that also wants to go there to rub pancake. Please, 2019 election is a serious one. We should vote in serious-minded people, tested hands, people that will speak, and then the rest of Nigeria will hear. When it comes to federal legislators, you have excellent legislators like my very good friend Ukonkole.
New generation.
You have Solomon Adelu, who is a brilliant legislator. And then you have my brother from Ikwano Moya. Samon Igbo, who is a wonderful legislator. Very experienced. First time he was a chairman of a committee.
At first attempt.
Attempt. And then
ecological.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. And then you go to Isukwatu Munochi Federal Constituency, where you have my friend, measured, quick-witted, committed, Judu Dachara. I mean, you cannot have this quality of individuals and you will not vote PDP all the way. I am asking our people, please leave whatever you are doing. Come out on Saturday, 16th of February, and vote for PDP all the way. Don't let anybody deceive you by saying vote here, vote here, vote there. No, vote for PDP. Start by completing PDP, end by completing PDP all the way. And that is my message to Ndiabia.
Yeah, before you come proper, I want to ask Chief Magbara, because he's in charge of civil society organization in Okezuabia. In 2014, the APC virtually invited the world power to come and assist them. But this time around, they are quarreling with inviting. That's uproar from APC. While it's exactly what they did, to the extent the president of a country made a statement, according to the president, the immediate past president, that helped them to win. And now they are quarreling with the foreign observers coming, to the extent of body bag, this and that and that and that. So how do you see it?
Well, Ikoyewako, excellent question. But before I answer that, let me add up to a little more statistical information that the Commissioner for Information was giving us. During the reign of Goodluck Jonathan, we had 6 million Nigerians, 6 million unemployed. Today, according to the Bureau of Statistics, we have 23 million Nigerians unemployed. That is a national security problem. When you have more and more of our youths being turned out from the tertiary institutions and not getting a job, if any country is serious, they will come to the realization that unemployment is a national security problem, right? It's a crisis, and we can't go on this way. That is number one. Do you realize that other than between 1967, 66, 67, and 68, where we killed one another, if I have a commander-in-chief who is not in commander of the security situation of the country, the security architecture of this country is flawed under the leadership of the present administration. And you see, when some of us come on the air to say some of this, they say, oh, leave Kingston Megwara alone, or leave the commissioner alone. They are working for a government. It is not true. There is no right way to do wrong. What we now see of all of the indices to judge any government, this particular government have failed. And by God's means, and I'm very excited that Saturday is here. Chijireja Abola. By Saturday, Nigerians from Patigi in Kwara to Umunkitocha in Abia State, Nigerians are ready to do the right thing for the future of our great country. I don't care if there is a crisis in Maiduguri. If a man or woman is killed in Maiduguri, that man or woman is my brother too. I don't care any part of our country that we lose people. And so I feel in my heart of hearts that the current administration has failed in all. And what makes me angry a little bit is that it looks like Mr. President, and I want to see Mr. President live to be 100 years old. I want to see him be 100. Right now, Nigerians don't even know the medical condition of our president. In any other civilized country, when the president coughs, the entire country is briefed as to his state of health. Here now, we don't even know about the health of our and that's a problem for me. Any man or woman that Kingston Megwara wants to vote to be president, I want to know his condition so that I will know if we will go the 4 years or not. So all of the cabals surrounding Mr. President, if they know that the health of Mr. President, nobody can play God, including Kingston Megwara, but it appears to me that there is a level of inconsistency in governance. The brightest minds of our generation are leaving this country because nobody is tapping into them. We once tapped into Ihejireka, we once tapped into Okonjo-Iweala and Arumauti and Adesina. All of these bright minds are in the corridors waiting. But something will happen on Saturday. Change is around the corner.
What's happening with the rule of law?
Well, the rule of law, I don't even want to say anything. With what is happening with the CJN, Nigerians in Korokoro eyes are seeing for the first time in our country rule of law being dislodged. I am frightened as a Nigerian to see that happening. I just read the recent report by the London Economist, the London magazine. Their position on Nigeria is that because of the level of instability in this country, they're advising prospective investors to not do business in Nigeria. Once you truncate, once you diminish, once you dwarf the importance of your criminal system, you are done. And that is what we are seeing. And I'm waiting to see all of the reports happening. Now, I'm waiting to see all of the reports happening.
And Chief Megwara, you were talking about, the refusal of the ruling party or the reluctance of the ruling party to work with international and local observers.
Yes.
And it scares me. It worries me because yesterday I watched the governor of Rivers State threaten mayhem in front of the president, commander-in-chief of the armed forces. He was not reprimanded, and I'm asking, as at today, what have we done about that threat? When a governor mounts the podium, after another governor has said that foreign observers will return in body bags, and another governor mounted the podium in Rivers State, Port Harcourt to be specific, in front of the president, addressed the president. He didn't just address Nigerians, he addressed the president and said, I will not leave. Look, these people did XYZ. Today, I will finish them, and started singing war song. And the president was there watching. It worries me. It worries me because back home in Abia State, we have heard rumors about the plan to unleash mayhem on Abians. We have heard rumors about those who sold military uniforms. We've heard rumors about those who purportedly acquired result sheets, which they are distributing. Of course, I believe that is Gamji, because we know the character of those involved, that they may have done that so that they can extort money from their own fellow contestants. But when we hear all these rumors, and then we see the boast that was made at Nkporo after the attack on the person and the community of the deputy governor, that XYZ will happen, and we are seeing people moving from point to point with soldiers during a civilian election campaign process, I am also worried. And I'm calling on the international community to look very well in Nigeria and insist that the right thing should be done across board. As per this Abia State, whether they like, let them fly fighters from Sudan, or from Afghanistan, this is a PDP state. We will be waiting for them here, and we will teach them that not even one single Abia vote will drop. Abia is a PDP state. We will deliver 100% to Atiku Obi. Peter Obi is our brother. We will not leave him behind. We will deliver 100% to Governor Kezie Ekpaso. We will deliver 100% to our senators, the PDP senators. Deliver 100% across board to PDP contestants. We are not afraid of them. We are worried that what they are doing might scare voters. And we are asking them to warn themselves. And we're also asking security agents to remove soldiers from the entourage of all politicians, especially those of them contesting for political offices, because the life of every Abian is important to the administration of Governor Kezie Ekpaso. And like we've maintained, the blood, no blood of any Abian is what the election, the electoral victory of any candidate at all.
No blood of any Nigerian.
Indeed.
Any Nigerian is what that. You asked me what is the preparation of the civil society groups. When you have threats, when you have to have a friend of mine from the US who said he's part of the United Nations monitoring team, and he called me and said, Megwara, I am scared though. I'm hearing utterances saying that we are going back in body bags. What kind of country have we turned to? A sitting governor of a state in our federation said monitors coming to monitor to make sure that there is civility and some level of normalcy in our polity. And you are threatening them that they will go back in body bags. I don't like to see something like that. I want to tell INEC will either get this thing right this time, or they would have helped to draw this country back. It is essentially an essential function of INEC, and that's why that agency was created with autonomy. Whatever INEC men and women working, and I know they are Nigerians, and they must have been measuring the pulse of Nigerians. INEC is either going to get it right on Saturday or help in this criminal enterprise that I now foresee. The criminal enterprise is not allowing free and fair elections in this country. The criminal enterprise will be threatening people not to come out and do what is their legitimate function and responsibility. The criminal enterprise is their plot to make sure that they dwarf the numbers of voters coming out from Abia State. You see, we registered over 1.9 million voters. We expect that since this is a PDP state, we are going to give Atiku Abubakar over 1.5 million voters. That is expected of a PDP state. All of the threats you now see is to diminish and dwarf the importance of the electoral strength. We are no longer going to do 360-something thousand votes that we did for Goodluck Jonathan. Go and mark it on Sunday morning. I'll come to your program to tell you Abians gave 1.5 million to Atiku Abubakar.
Mgbe okwu na atọ nwa ka ụdara nwannu mana o nwere ihe ndị m sọ ka anyị lebata ya dịka onye mgbasa ozi ihe gbasara okwu a Erufai kwuru n'ihi na mgbe a jụgharị ajụjụ ọzọ ya sọ na wota gozidesi ọnụ ya na onwe mgbasa na ha ga-ebu ha n'akpa n'ala ihe ọ na-ekwu na ya bụ ụfọdụ ndị si na mba ndị ọzọ na-achị mma bụ ọnụ n'okwu na-agbasa ha kacha nke ya bụ usoro ọdọrọndọrọ ọchịchị anyị na ọbịa bụ ndị a ka obi na-adịghị mma otu gozidesi ọnụ ya bụ onye jikwa ihe gbasara okpukperechi nakwa agbụrụ bụ itinye nsogbu dịka ga-eme ntuli aka elu pụkwanụ nke ọchịchị dị duhiwere aja n'ugwu nke a bụ ụfọdụ ndị sị na ọ bụ ihe kwuru na mbụ mana mmadụ zere ya sọ okwu otu chi desi ọnụ
Before you come in, I watched that thing live.
Nke bụ a na-emere NTA mana mmadụ zere ọzọ ya sọ okwu otu chi desi ọnụ
He repeated it. I'm well read. I'm a PD. And in as much as I did not study English, but at this level, I can be able to tell you what happened. And from the utterances of his colleagues in that thing, it appears it is a program of a particular party. Because they keep on making statements that is either close to that or give strength to the earlier statement.
Indeed, so, the publicity secretary of the party repeated the same thing. After Erufai had tried to dodge from the backlash. And then more importantly, just yesterday, a sitting governor, a sitting president watched his own campaign DG threaten mayhem in Rivers State. And nobody was what? The man danced his war dance, telling the president that they are ready to do what? To kill Rivers people? And the president didn't warn him. I've not seen any press statement from the presidency condemning that statement.
Okay.
And the president signed peace accord today with other contestants. How can you have peace when the DG of APC presidential campaign is threatening mayhem?
Okay, Commissioner Willie, Command Jogo Tombraja, Nihina, what do not know can not touch you, Bunda Mapatron and Neoku, and Hembasara, Ijoki, we have head speech, and Natogi opened the do to her. And in the Bayana here, Otu on the Rubis no one, putting a total Gubunkan Punizua. Mom de Camada, and I'm a hotel deca, Nane Rubis Nanya Ruby.
And where she had a Rube? This same head speech we had you win election in 2015. Who the allegation Hane made against Goodluck Jonathan? Remember that there was a candidate in 2015 that said attack on Boko Haram is attack on the North. Remember that there was a group that said that if insurgency persists for more than 24 hours, that the government is involved. Remember that the same administration of Goodluck Jonathan was virtually accused of everything that they are now exonerating the present government from. So they are the father and mother of hate speech in Nigeria. And they are not obeying their own rule. I condemn in totality the use of hate speech and hate language against any individual or political party. But those who are spearheading the campaign must lead by example. I repeat again, a president was sitting and the DG of his campaign threatened blood and mayhem. Where the microphone that you are dissociating yourself from Iho Onyaakuru.
Okay,
immediately because you spoke after him.
Okay.
Commissioner, some of us have truly questioned the alertness of Mr. President.
That's exactly
The alertness of any leader will be a criteria for him to respond. The brain has to be sharp and proper. That's why some of us say, that maybe, just maybe, that Mr. President is not very alert at this time. I don't know. I'm not his doctor because they have kept everything in secrecy. Whereas Nigerians needed to know the mental. There are certain things we can't say on radio, but it appears to me that a group of men, of course, the first person that cried foul was the very wife of the president. That my president, my governor, my husband, Nigerians listen, he is not, she made those utterances. And Nigerians thought it was a joke. Propropro, a group of men, probably 3, 4, or 5 of them are sitting together and running the life and affairs of 200 million people of this country. And we frown at that. What we want to welcome is a change that will all the way from Zamfara and flow all the way down here. I believe in one Nigeria. When you see quality, you go for quality. There is a difference all we need to get us from this hole that we have done ourselves. Things are not getting any better. And I'm worried as a Nigerian. And it's not on political basis. It's not on party basis. Things are not getting any better. We want a change, a reasonable change that could take us back to green. We are in red now, and the red is saying danger, danger, danger. We are taking a nosedive economically, and it's not good for our country.
I equally wish to remember that the vice president, Nohen case, confessed at the time that the president doesn't know what was happening.
Not on Saturday, but a Saturday,
of course, yes, which means that some cabals are arranging this and executing it while the president will see it. And at that point in time, there is nothing he can do. He has to flow alongside with those who are packaging him. And if you look at the packaging now they don't allow him to utter more than 3 words. They remove a lot of people around him so that he doesn't raise
up the wrong hand.
Raise hand of Megwara and say that it's okay. So that's exactly what's happening now, which is what Megwara is saying, that the mental situation is a source of concern.
We really don't know. And we have a right.
You didn't present her.
We have-
Well,
Okay.
I hold the president. What is important is this: vote for PDP. Vote for Atiku.
Okay.
Vote for our brother Peter Obi. Onye ọla nwe anya, onye ọla nwe ntị, onye ọla na-ahụ ihe na-eme. Ahụ the president anyị nsogbu adịghị. But if I'm no matter akpere to PDP vote, so that unu afọ onye ahụ dịdụpa karịa yo, unu afọ onye mara na ile ede ji arụ ọrụ ọnwa. Obi ma lụọ ọrụ arụ, Atiku ma lụọ ọrụ arụ. Ndị a bụ ndị rụtụla n'ụdị ọrụ.
ndị awụ ndị ọrụ.
Ndị ọrụ. Ndị a bụ ndị da ndị fọ ọrụ. Ọmịrị m apụsa n'ụlọ ekwe emewe ọrụ. Peter Obi nọ ebe ọ na-anụwa ọrụ. Abubakar dị fọ ọrụ. A lot of my friends, including Junior Carlo, for many years, other Intels, Atiku Abubakar ni ọrụ.
Of course.
So many other young Igbo people that are in the next supermarket. Peter Obi ni ọrụ. Ndị a bụ ndị da n'ọrụ. Ma life ebe na mmadụ ọrụ. Ndị a bụ ndị odu enyi la deji amaneji economy and Kota ahụ ike. Ọ bụrụ ife adụsara Nigeria. Alhaji Atiku Abubakar adụọrọ ya adụọrọ. Peter Obi ha adụọrọ nke ndị Igbo dụlasara anyị. Tụere na Atiku Abubakar, tụere na Peter Obi. Onye ọbụla gwere aka ya bịa ya mbala arịa. Ebe ifula ibe ọbụla ese umbrella. Bịanịkwa gị elegharịkwa anya ibe dịkwa ndị bịa ihe umbrella ịbịa ata ya ike egwu oge apụsa.
Ọ dị nke m na-aghaghị ịgwa nke nwanne anyị nwoke na-ekwughị. Ihe ha na-eme ugbu a iwere ụjọ itinye ndị mmadụ n'ahụ. Kama agwa ndị Abịa ma nwoke ma nwaanyị ọ dịghị ihe na-eme na Satọde. Were nnọọ kpara n'ụkwụ rịbọrọ gaa nnọọ gaa tinye vootu. Anyị kọmishọna na-akọwa vootu ọbụla etiri Atiku na Peter Obi nwanne anyị nwoke ọ vootu gị mee ihe agba nwụọ n'ihi na ndị mmadụ ji ezele ekpe emumere ugbu a. Ndị mmadụ ji ezele ekpe emumere arịrịọ m na-arịọwụ ụmụ okorobịa anyị onye ekwedola onye ọbụla were ya bịa mere guinea pig. Hụra ndị politishan a niile ha kpọla nwa ha ndị kegara London, ndị kegara Germany, ndị kegara ihe n'hụ afọ eshichala ha bịa sị ọwụ gị nwa ka ala gị ji mestigbo zọgbuo. Ihe anyị na-arịọ ndị anyị niile wụ watala ụkwa ruola Arọchukwu unu fụta bịa tinye vootu. Ya anyị nwale akwana ihe enyocha ahụrụ nwụ unu ga-atiri ya ndị ọmbelari anyị akara anyị mma. Anyị akara anyị mma.
Anyị na-alachita azụ. Ama m na obi dị gị ọkụ na ihe a. Ka anyị ṅụrụ obere mmiri. Anyị na-alachita biko na-ewe n'iwe.